Hey guys, thanks for joining me on Anti-Aging with T. So today I'm talking about the skin on the face. I'm going to talk about bleach, retin A, and TCA. So let me start with my story. I spend a lot of time in the sun. I'll never stop. I love being in the sun. I hate using sunscreen on my face, but recently I started to do so after doing using these different products because I do realize that my face is now more sensitive. But keep in mind that when I started this process, number one, keep in mind that this lighting is so incredible to my skin. So for those of you who have seen my other videos, you'll see me in daylight and you will see a lot of spots still remaining on my face. Um, Keep that in mind. I'm not some crazy person with wonderful skin. At least I think my skin looks awesome in this lighting. Um, this is not realistic. This is lighting. It's nighttime, so I'm not using daylight. Keep that in mind. But also, what helped me tremendously was I did about 3 weeks of bleach and 1.0 retin A, which is pretty aggressive for me at least. Bleach, I've been told by a plastic surgeon, is not something you use all the time. Retin A, on the other hand, is, and you may not use the 1.0 level. You may use a 0.25 on a daily basis because the 1.0 will likely turn your face red. Also, you don't need to use Skin Medica. This is a more expensive one that I bought before I knew more about retin A and how, as long as you have that active ingredient in there, you're good to go. So if you want to save your money on this product, there are some products you just can't skimp on. But with this one, you can get a good result if what you're looking for is for your face to be exfoliated and look fresher. You can using like no brand one. For example, I have this. I got this from a friend who is a doctor. It's tretinoin cream retinol 0.025%. So actually this is the one I use nightly. This is my regular regimen that I use before bed. I use this along with some oil of Olay night cream, and plastic surgeons will tell you that oil of Olay makes great moisturizers. So this is another thing where you can save a little bit of money and not go for the more expensive brands. I've read that in terms of texture and plumpness, moisturizer can only improve the appearance by up to 10%. So you're not going to find some miracle moisturizer. And Oil of Olay, they do a fabulous job with their moisturizers. I trust them based on everything I've read and the doctors that I've spoken to. I really trust Oil of Olay. This type of thing, you should be able to find this pretty cheap online. Check your sources and be responsible with yourself. Don't just always go for the lowest deal. Make sure it makes sense. So for about 3 weeks, I put this bleach on my face twice a day, and then I covered that up. I probably waited a minute or two, kind of let it sink in, not sure if that's necessary. And then after that, I would put this on my face. So for 3 weeks, my face was just really super bright red. It wasn't a fun process, and I was more than happy to get off this as soon as I possibly could. I probably could have stayed on it for another week or two, but I just got really tired of my face, just my face being super bright red, because my neck is pretty good. And here's a tip: if you have nice skin somewhere, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Some people may say you should do things in a preventative way, but I say if it's fine, don't touch it, because you may throw something off and make it more sensitive. Another thing, I just want to reiterate that bleach is not something that you use on a regular basis. This is something that you use, you address your concerns, you put it away, and you bring it out again when you absolutely need it. I tend to wait a long time before I break out things like this, just because I worry about the long-term impact on my skin. I don't have any proof behind that, but I just err on the side of caution. But the Retin-A, it does make sense that um, in, it will turn your cells more frequently and produce more collagen. So I do keep that going on a regular basis. And so I did that. And then on my décollage, I did the same thing. It didn't have as obvious an impact. So I'm stepping it up. I got this 25% TCA peel. Warning, 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 caution, caution, caution. This can really mess you up. They have lighter peels and stronger peels. I chose 25% because I was too afraid to go higher, but I didn't want to go so low that I would have to do these things over and over, because every time you do this, you have to heal from it. And I've seen it online where there are wonderful videos on this online. By the way, I saw this one woman. She was absolutely gorgeous, and I believe she worked in a salon. She did a peel. I'm not sure what the percentage was, but she took you step by step. And so there's no point for me to be redundant. I'm just trying to give you an overview, pros and cons, and help you save some money, really. So I started this, I did a skin test on a freckle that I had, and this is day 3. So it's brown. It's more brown than it had started out, and that's pretty typical. It's dry, and it already is starting to peel. So by day 7, it should be all cleared up. That freckle should be lighter. That's my skin test. Once I'm done with that, I will do it on this entire area, and if that goes well, I'll do my face as kind of the last hurrah to this whole system that I've been doing. Now, I have heard that it's good to do the Retin-A before you do something like a TCA peel, particularly if you have hyperpigmentation, which I do. My hyperpigmentation started a long time ago when on birth control pills. I get it up here mostly, and some here. Some people get it when they're pregnant, but birth control pills and those hormones can cause it. So in terms of results, what this has done is just make my face look a lot cleaner and not so spotty, and it just gives you this more youthful look. Some people, they will claim that it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. I would caution you in expecting too much from that. It's not something you'll see. Is it a true statement? Yes, it makes sense given what the product can do. But will you actually see it? Very, very little. It's the same with moisturizers. I mean, will you see it? Yes, but it's not going to, if you're really looking to clear up your fine lines and wrinkles, that's not the way to go. And again, don't spend a ton of money on that, because if you need a more aggressive treatment, and maybe you don't need it today, but at some time in the future, just save up for that time in your life. Don't just go spending all this money right now because that's all you need. Times will change, and you may need something in the future. So keep it in the bank. So this 25% TCA pill, I will do it. I did it about 10 years ago on my face, and at that time I got scared. So I don't remember how long I had it on, but it did frost over. I think I just did 1 layer. The more you layer it on, the stronger it is. And I was peeling a lot, but no one seemed to notice. This time I plan to be more aggressive because the healing time is a week. And so I'd like to get as big a bang out of that week as I possibly can, while not causing any sort of injury to myself. And then after that week, I just want to put it away, preferably for another 10 years, but realistically, maybe for another 3 years. I have read that this may cause cancer. Not this brand, and not, this isn't to say anything bad